Hello there. Saturday brought a north-south split in the weather with some sunshine for Scotland and Northern Ireland, slightly fresher air than on Friday, but still mild for the time of year. And actually for the next few days it will stay predominantly mild and blustery, but we will have some thicker cloud coming. So this was the weak weather front we had on Saturday, looming large in the Atlantic, the rain coming in for Sunday. So it does look as if it will be a much cloudier day Sunday for Northern Ireland and for Scotland, the north of England as well. The weather front really invigorates and we'll see some of that rain pushing southwards towards Lincolnshire and Norfolk, but the wettest weather reserved for parts of western, central and southern Scotland where the Met Office warnings are in force. There'll be some heavier rain potentially for Northern Ireland in the north, but it's a cloudier day than we saw on Saturday as it is for Northern England. And even further south it'll be misty and murky around the coast and the hills once again. Likely that we'll see less sunshine than we had on Saturday, but it's mild. It's a slightly windier day again. We continue to have the gales to the north, and actually in the far north, the Northern Isles, we should stay in the brighter, showery, colder weather with some even thundery showers still coming. But the warning runs then through Saturday evening and overnight. So it's going to be wet for much of Sunday as well, and there'll be some snow as it hits the cold air and over the hills as well. But for most, it's another predominantly mild night, Sunday into Monday. We might see a temporary frost, though, in the north and the east, and of course where the snow's falling. So slightly colder start here, but we'll continue to see that rain falling through Monday. We could have a good couple of inches even at lower levels, but double that, if not triple that, potentially over the higher ground. So really very wet. It's likely it'll have some flooding impacts, but it remains mild. Temperatures at this time of year normally around about 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, much milder. Still a lot of cloud even further south. We've got that brisk wind and cloud-laden westerly. And so still some drizzle around over the coast and the hills. Now by Tuesday, the signs that our weather front will start to slip a bit further southwards. That means that the colder air start to take hold further north, wintry showers, possibly even to lower levels, and a cloudier day, wetter day with thicker cloud for parts of Northern England, Northern Ireland, coming into central parts of England and Wales, but still mild to the south. So this is where the uncertainty starts. How far south is that weather front going to track? Because once again, after a colder start on Wednesday with some frost and some ice issues, we could see this next area of low pressure spinning up. And so again, that could pose a risk of some snow on its northern edge into that colder air and some rain further south. So we've got this ongoing battle between that chilly air, that cold Arctic air in the north, and that milder Atlantic air in the south. Once that one clears away, we're not into the clear and dry yet. Still colder in the north, potentially with some frost then following into Wednesday night. It's a pretty chilly day anyway on Wednesday, and notice the drop in temperature in the south. But this next area of low pressure spins up. That's a big question mark. How far north will that going to go? You can see there's tightly packed isobars with it as well. And once it clears out the way, that's when we really start to see that cold Arctic air pushing right the way southwards towards the end of next week and the beginning of the following week. So milder air wrapped around that area of low pressure, but then that potential plunge of colder Arctic air. But as I say, the uncertainty lies in exactly where that area of low pressure is going to spin up and how far north. But at the moment, it does look as if we're set to see a spell of chillier weather as we head towards the end of next week. But between now and then, some more rain and wind to come. The warnings are on the website.